Hi guys, and welcome back once again. Today, we'll be speaking on I can't say really unfortunate, but kind of a letdown, you know. So let me set this up. So actually, I was in a unmarked federal vehicle, federal G car. It was a Caprice, but I'm not quite sure exactly what the year was, but it was actually after the square version. So it's almost like a round on the front, round the back. It didn't look that masculine, to tell you the truth. And they had no cage, but they did have the license plates, and it was a dark blue. And I had just picked it up, picked it up from a station down south, and I was on my way into the city of San Diego, and on my way to pick up a carpool partner, from his home. We were allowed to do that just for the fact we had minimal parking and we had minimal vehicles to go around for everybody. So we borrowed what we can from stations that had available vehicles. So I'm not saying that we got the actual what nobody wanted to use, but we didn't really get the newer ones. We got the old stuff, and that was fine. That was fine because life happens, and you don't want to return a new vehicle with a dent or a scratch. So I would prefer driving used, older vehicles. That way, nothing can be put on you if you damage it. You'll still report it, but it won't be a big deal as to a new fleet vehicle, right? So I'm on my way to pick them up, and I don't know, for some reason I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and the law had just been actually enforced, But I wasn't wearing a vehicle. I mean, I was wearing a seatbelt, and I didn't have my actual my gun belt. It was still in the trunk, and I had my uniform and everything, and I was going through. I got off the freeway going through town, and all of a sudden I get lit up by the local law enforcement. So at that time, I was like, okay, okay. So I knew it was for me. It was nobody else around in the actual side street. So I pulled over, and she proceeds to ask for my driver's license, and she did not need a vehicle registration because it's a G vehicle. And she kind of looked me over just to make sure I didn't have a weapon, what I assumed, right? So I said, "Oh, what's the problem?" He goes, "Oh, I have a seatbelt on." I said, "Okay, fair enough." Now I'm thinking of warning. I'm thinking, like just just to give me a hard time, or just to make sure that I had my seatbelt on. I wasn't gonna try to contest it. I wasn't gonna try to argue with her. I wasn't trying to pull anything on her. But what I didn't like is the fact that backup arrived and two police officers are now to my passenger window. I hadn't got to pick up my actual partner yet. They come up and they kind of flank me from the actual passenger side. And now I'm like, oh really? Like, what's up? Like, obviously I don't have my gun belt on. They never asked. They never actually got into any of my actual business. And but what I can say is that the two officers that were to my right flank, they did not say a word. They did not interfere with the actual citation. And after it was handed to me, they actually they proceeded to take off. I'm telling you this, I did do this so on purpose. I got the ticket, folded it, put it in the visor, turned the vehicle on, put it in gear, and took off to my friend's house. Well, to my partner's house actually. Yeah. But I got like 2 blocks down, and then I put my seatbelt on. But I did not, as I left there, I did not put my seatbelt on purpose too. So, anyways, I pick up my partner, and and I tell him what happened. She goes, "Oh yeah," and he described the actual female. He goes, "Yeah, she pulled me over like 3 hours ago, but gave me a warning." I said, "Oh, is that right?" And I go, and he goes, yeah, yeah. And he described her to the T, right? I said, okay, that's fine, everything. So, we continue our shift, and I'm a little, nah, not saying I'm bummed out, but I'm a little disappointed. You know what I mean? Especially when I don't know if my actual partner was telling the truth because oh man, he was a bit, he used to BS a lot. He used to BS a lot, and you couldn't believe everything that he said. But I took him for his word. But he's probably lying. He would be that fast and quick to uh to run game on you. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about it now. He never got pulled over, but that's what he said he did, and he got a warning. But yeah, that probably didn't happen. But yeah, I finished my shift, and we got back into town. And when I turned the actual vehicle in, I actually turned it over to the watch commander, or was it the armor? I forget which one. They actually told me to turn it over, and they proceed to just take care of it. They take care of it within their people. They know who to turn it into, and it never showed up on my actual report, and it never had to pay the fine. It was like a $12 fine, by the way, $12 at that time. So yeah, that's just one that I just it's okay. You didn't give me a ticket. I was in the wrong. I admit that, but how are you gonna call back up on me when I don't even have my belt on? You know what I mean? And then on a federal vehicle. But that's just one of them. I forgot about that one. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.